Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the 4K release of the Bad Times at the El Royale. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. You can also find me over at Twitter at Movie Guy 365. So yes, Bad Times at the El Royale. I saw this in the theater, and let me just start by saying I'm a fan of Drew Goddard, and I enjoy what he did over, when he was part of the Buffy / Angel TV series, and of course, Cabin in the Woods was great. It was a fantastic film. So I was very anxious to see what he would be able to do with something else. Just another kind of a genre film. Put that, just give us something. And so while I liked the premise very much of the Bad Times at the El Royale, and I liked the characters, I felt ultimately that the film just didn't have much. It didn't have, a resolution per se. It didn't. What's the word? It didn't really. Like I said, the characters were good, and the hotel setting was brilliant. But it almost felt like the hotel itself was a red herring to begin with. And that's an odd choice that the writer-director made. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting, but it felt just kind of empty. Like there was an empty resolution to it. So for those who don't know, without spoilers, a group of people congregate on a hotel in the off season. And it's a hotel that is situated between two states, California and Nevada. And they have all the brilliant setup. There's a great mystery. There's, as I said, fantastic characters. But ultimately, I felt that it was just empty. There was no payoff, I guess, is the bottom line. Now, they introduce a certain character, I can't spoil, but they introduce a certain character where they talk about here and there, and he has only really one thing to do with one of the guests in the hotel, or two of the guests of the hotel. But, I don't know. It's like they kind of just threw him in there, and he ultimately, I felt, just took away from the potential mystery of what we might have seen at this place. I think, in all honesty, it was a wasted opportunity. It's a well-made film. It moves pretty briskly, despite the 2+ hour running time. But I do think it was not his best, and I kept waiting for a payoff that never came. And while your characters are great and they're well written, ultimately not much happened. And that's kind of a shame. I think it was an interesting premise. I think it could have been so much more. I've heard it compared to The Hateful Eight, and I can see the comparisons. I think Tarantino, of course, did it better. And I don't know if Goddard was going for that, but ultimately it just felt empty, and I have to admit I'm slightly disappointed. So what I'm not disappointed with is the picture quality, which is 4K, looks very good. It's a beautiful looking picture. It's very clean. It does have a slight filmic look, but I think it's more of, the resolution just kind of overriding it a little bit, if that makes any sense. But it looks great. And it also is one of the first titles to support HDR10+. To my knowledge, the players and the /TVs that are available to produce the picture are very limited right now. This is one of the first, if not the first title to carry the HDR10+. But it does look very, very good. No Dolby Vision on this particular title, as per Fox, but I feel it is a nice looking picture. The detail and HDR pop-outs from the signs at the hotel, the raindrops in certain scenes look very good looking picture. I would recommend it based off the picture alone. We are also given a Dolby Atmos track, which is serviceable. Does have its moments here and there. Nothing spectacular though, but it does. Whenever we get some good music and the soundtrack, it does seem to follow you, as the camera just goes. It's a good sounding track. It's nothing to blow your speakers off. There aren't any of those moments. But overall, it's worthy. If you have a decent setup, you're going to notice the difference between your standard, True HD and then your Atmos. So overall, Bad Times at the El Royale, it was an okay film. I felt a little disappointed coming off of Cabin in the Woods. I had heard rumors early on it was going to be some sort of tie-in, but it never manifested that way. It's a standard straight to the point story. But it does it's you stay for the characters, but if you're expecting more as far as the coolness of the location, you're probably going to be disappointed. I think there could have been a mythology here, would have been really good, but ultimately just overall felt empty. But so yeah, go ahead and leave your comments below. Did you check this one out? Please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.